Hello. Today I'd like to discuss the importance of rebalancing your portfolio. I just watched a video recently about the impact on never rebalancing, and I wanted to show the pros and cons, and it all depends on the portfolio and what years of which you decide to invest. Quick disclaimer: the information provided in this video is for educational and information purposes only. It is not intended as financial advice. You should consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any final decisions. Alright, so first we're going to go to portfoliovisualizer.com, okay? And on Portfolio Visualizer, we can go here and we can go to Tools and Backtest Portfolio, okay? And once we go there, we then can go to put in some of our data, but what I found was it was not allowing us to go back. So this original group did this original video did from 2000, the year 2000 to 2022. So that's before probably the bond started to crash. So the data was kind of skewed in that way. But anyway, I want to show something that represents that, and Portfolio Visualizer does not allow me to do that with a free tier account. So the time period for the result is 10 years for the free tier, okay? So I chose to go with a different software, and I did try to put it in, and I ran the analyzer, and it gave me the results which I didn't want. I wanted to further back. So I'm going to go to lazyportfolioetf.com and went to the back test area, and I put in January 2000 to January 2022, and this one is no rebalancing and U.S. inflation, okay? And then I'm put in for the portfolios. I put in the Golden Butterfly, the Bill Bernstein 60/40, the Pinwheel portfolio, and then another portfolio I handmade. This is from Frank Vasquez website. He has a podcast and he describes risk parity, and this is one of the golden ratio risk parity portfolios. So I put this in. It's not exact, but I put it in. This here is a little more diversified, but this is good representation, I think, in my opinion. So I ran a back test, and this one, like we said, was no rebalancing. So let's see what this number gives us. Okay, so it is giving us all four here since January 2000. So it allowed us to go way back. So let me take a screenshot of this, and so screenshot that guy. Slide over here, capture this screenshot. Okay, we upload it right here. So the data matches, and then let's slide. Let's go back and then put bounced every year, and let's see what the results are, and then we can compare and discuss what's happening. So yearly, now we're going to run this exactly as it was, except I add yearly rebalancing. Okay, so now we rebalanced yearly, and let's compare the results. So we got, here is previous screenshot. So this is no rebalancing on the right, and then rebalanced once a year on the left. Okay, so let's show you what the differences are here. So in the first one, the Golden Butterfly portfolio, we have $1 changed to $5.40. So that means that $1 then changed. If it was not rebalanced, let me see if I can put a little note on here so we can visually see no rebalancing. Let's put no rebalance. Alright, I'll slide this back up. Alright, no rebalance. There we go. So, no rebalancing. And let's compare again. So we got, let me trim this down a little bit. Okay. So $1 becomes $5.40 if you balanced once a year. Okay. So this is actually saying that the Tyler Golden Butterfly portfolio did better with rebalancing once a year. Okay, this is showing that when it got a little bit lower. Okay, so now we go with the Bill Bernstein sheltered 60/40. Okay, so $1 became $4.31, and it looks like if you did not rebalance, then this 60/40 portfolio would actually perform better. Okay, but I'll show you something in a few minutes about the drawdown and the recovery period. Okay, so let's continue on. So Tyler's pinwheel portfolio, $1 became $4.88, and if you did not rebalance, it actually would become better. So not by much, but by $4.94. Okay, and then the last one is totally opposite. So this is saying you started with $1 and you ended up with $6.44, and if you did not rebalance, you would get $5.48. So that's if you're talking millions of dollars here, let's say this is $1 million. $1 million became 6.44 million. 1 million became 5.48 million. That's a lot of money. Now you're talking some big bucks. So no rebalance versus balance does make a difference, but it depends on the portfolio. Okay, so let's go with the breakdowns here. So the Tyler Golden Butterfly portfolio, we have a drawdown. So this one is the one that if you balanced, you would see better results if you rebalanced every year. And your max drawdown is negative 14%, and then to recover is 19 months. And this one, no rebalancing, you're seeing a little bit. There's not a whole bunch of difference, but you're seeing a negative 14.89 max drawdown, and then a recovery period of 21 months. So not too bad. That's not bad at all. But let's go to the Bill Bernstein sheltered 60/40. Okay, our 1 million became 4.31 million with rebalancing, and 1 million became 4.35 million, so it grew a little bit. But look at this drawdown here, negative 36%, negative 34%, 38 months to recover, and 40 months to recover. Okay, now that's not so good. We like shorter recoveries and less drawdown issues, right? Look at this, bigger percentages here. So the standard 60/40 portfolio is not cutting it here. So I would lean towards rebalancing every year, maybe twice a year. I'll go into rebalance twice a year in a second, and we can see if that makes any difference. Okay, so let's continue with our Tyler portfolio pinwheel. Okay, 1 million, 4.88 million, 1 million, 4.94 million. So no rebalancing, actually did better, but look at our drawdown, pretty crappy, and then 36 months to recover that. Okay, so about the same here. But now look at its back test, the golden ratio portfolio. Okay, 1 million, 6.44 million, a max drawdown of 26%. Okay, so it's not as good as the golden butterfly. You got a little more risk in this for sure, but you just made over $1 million above what you had. So from this one to this one, we're not seeing a huge increase in price. You're seeing 400,000. Okay, but here you're actually seeing an entire $1 million difference between that. But let's look at the drawdowns. So drawdown of negative 25.99% and negative 20.27%. So recovery period of 28 months or 29 months. So you have to think about what is the best for portfolio for yourself, and I would suggest you find one that you can work with and you can balance. So it all depends on your risk and your reward. So do you want 8.8%, or do you want 8%, or do you want very high drawdown? Yeah, you may make a little more here with this one, but you have a lot of risk here. We got 36% drawdown in let's say one bad year, and 40 months to recover back to that. That's quite large. All right, let's go back and let's take a screenshot of this one. So this one is now the rebalanced one. So we're gonna go capture this, and I'm gonna take it over here. Oh, there it is. A second. All right. So okay, so we get the new one here. Let's take a screenshot of this one. Let me undo that. We'll go back up here. Okay, we want to get the all the information, whole enchilada here. Okay, click on this guy. Okay, now this is with rebalanced once a year. So we're gonna add edit here. So we're gonna put a 1 in here. 1x. Okay, save. Okay, and now we're gonna go here and we're gonna change this to 2 times a year. Let's see if that makes any difference. Okay, yearly. We're gonna go with half a year. Okay, and then we're gonna run this one. Run back test. Okay, let's get the results. All right, so we did every January 1st and July 1st. Okay, and then we'll pop up our old one here. So this is no rebalance, so we're going to slide that one out. Oh, we don't want that one right now. We want to just compare 1 times rebalance to 2 rebalances a year, and let's see the difference between here. So we got we're going to go with call this millions. So 1 million, 5.4 million, and then so this one theoretically nothing changed as far as what we're getting back. We did increase our drawdown percentage here. Okay. And still 19 months. So we added a little more risk by rebalancing twice a year. Okay. In the Bill Bernstein 60/40, we came up with the 1 rebalance a year is a little bit better than 2 balances rebalancing a year, and essentially everything else was the same. But as we know, the no rebalance was even better, so we came up with the 4.35 million with no rebalancing on that one, and then the drawdown was the same. So we're going to say that if you went with the 60/40 portfolio, no rebalancing is the best choice for you. Okay. Now we're going the Tyler Pinwheel portfolio. We have 1 million became 4.76 million, and then here we have 1 million became 4.88 million. So with the 1-time rebalance per year was actually better for that one. Okay, so drawdown, everything looks about the same there. It's just a slight difference in the amount that we're getting, slightly higher return on the 2 times. No, I'm sorry, on the 1 times return, 1 times balance. So now we got the last one is the backtest portfolio, which is golden ratio. That one we went from 1 million to 6.32 million. This is rebalanced twice, and now 1 million became 6.44 million with a rebalance of 1 time a year. So this is telling, and actually the max drawdown now has changed to 26% as opposed to 27%. So it's actually saying that 1 times rebalance annually is better for most of these portfolios. Is there anything that's this one's better, this one's better, and this one's better? So, all right, we just came up with a new theory. Is this is the portfolio to go with, a 1-time rebalance a year on January 31st. So it may change if you change it only in July 31st or July 1st or something like that. But anyway, so it's showing you these comparisons to each other. Now the data, I don't control the data, but yeah. So this is and by the way, this is non-inflation adjusted returns. Okay. So if we do this, if we add inflation adjusted, then it will drop down, 2 or 3% depending on what the inflation was. So let's go back and see if we can redo quarterly. Okay. So now we're probably going to see even worse results. So we're going to go back down. We're going to rerun this back test. So we're just going to compare it to the 1 times here. Okay. Scroll down. So 4 times a year, if we rebalanced, actually we see better results with this one, slightly, but our max drawdown increased. Okay. And then we see this one, actually the Bill Bernstein got a tiny bit better, and then 4.87. So it's very, very small amounts that would change. This one here, we actually see a higher max drawdown, 1 more month recovery, but yeah, 8.87 as opposed to 8.8. So I would probably stick with the 1 times. That's my own opinion. Now, hopefully this helped you gather some information and try to push you to the right decision as far as your portfolio and your investments and to rebalance or not to rebalance.